Hello students, and welcome to Solving Quadratics with a Calculator, which is on page 5 of your notes. So to solve quadratic equations with a calculator, there are basically two ways. You can solve by graphing, or you could solve by finding the roots. So we're going to do one of each. So first, for the quadratic, what you want to do is go to a graph page, and you're going to enter each side of the equation into its own line on the graph. So you're going to take this side and put it in separately. That's that picture right there. And then you're going to press tab to get a new entry line. And then you're going to put this side in its own line, which is this picture right here. And then you just have to find where your two equations intersect, and the x values are the solutions. So let me show you this on the calculator, even though you have pictures there. They're kind of blurry. Okay, so I have a graph page, and I'm going to type x squared minus 3x minus 4. So x squared minus 3x minus 4. Press enter. So there's my quadratic right there. Then press tab and type what's on the right. And in this case, it's just the number 5. So press 5, press enter. My two solutions are going to be those two intersection points. And the way I would recommend doing that is to do menu, analyze graph. So menu 6, and then intersection. So menu 6, 4. And you just have to, somewhere kind of to the left of your screen, click there, make sure it says upper bound, and then as you drag this line across, it will tell you the intersection points. So my first one is 1.85. And my second one, remember we're looking at the x values. My second one is 4.85. Probably can't see it on the screen, but if you try it on your calculator, you should see it. You know what? I think that one's a negative. What you may want to do, which I should have done, is scoot that out of the way so you can actually see. So let me do menu 6, 4 again. And now we can see better. So negative 1.85 is your first one. There you go. So those would be your solutions right there. So that's how to solve by graphing. Now, solving quadratics by finding roots. So remember that real roots are basically x-intercepts. So we can use reverse PEMDAS to get 0 on the right side. So I don't want a 5 here, I want a 0 there. And then do menu, algebra, polynomial tools, and find roots of polynomial. And that's what we did. If you go back to Unit 4, we did that near the beginning of Unit 4. So if you wanted to go back to your old notes, it's the same thing that we did in November. So here's how this will work. Open a calculator page. And then, well, let's not do that yet. Let's first get this in the right form. So I want this to be a 0 right here. So that means I need to cancel that 5. And the way I do that is by subtracting 5 from both sides. And make sure you're combining like terms. So x squared minus 3x, and then minus 4 minus 5, that's negative 9, equals 0. So this is what I want. And now I'm going to do menu 3, 3, 1. So on my calculator page, menu 3, 3, 1. So hopefully you remember doing this. I want degree 2 because my biggest exponent is 2. Leave it on real for right now. Later in this unit, we actually will switch that to complex or rectangular. And then put in your coefficients. So I have a 1, I have a negative 3, I have a negative 9. Press enter a couple times. And there are your roots. So notice that they're the same as what we got when we did it by graphing. So both methods work. This method will get you more decimal points if you, more decimal places if you need more decimal places. So let's write that down. So that's all there is to it. So let's try example 3. Now example 3 has a quadratic on both sides. It's not just a number, but that's okay. I want a 0 right here. So I have to cancel all this. So go ahead and use reverse PEMDAS to do that. I can cancel, let's start with the 4. So I can cancel the positive 4 by subtracting 4. So that's gone. And you could do all the canceling in one step if you wanted, if you're comfortable doing that. I can cancel that negative x by adding x by, again, make sure you're adding like terms when you do that. So 2x squared plus, and 3x plus another x is 4x minus 5 equals negative 3x squared. And finally, I need to cancel this. So I can cancel negative 3x by adding 3x squared. Cancel. Add the same over here. Remember, add like terms. So I have 5x squared plus 4x minus 5. And finally, I have 0 on the right side so that I can do menu 331. So menu 331, it's still degree 2. These are all going to be degree 2. Leave it on real and put in your coefficients. So 5, 4, negative 5. Press enter a couple times. And there are your roots right there. So x equals negative 1.4, round to 48. Or x equals 0.68. And there are your roots. So that's how you solve with the help of a calculator.